Hey everybody, good to see you again. It's almost 5:01 p.m. on Monday, May 4, 2020, and I've got some interesting stuff for today. I'm at the piano, first time. This is my 38th live stream, my part 15 of my tribute to the work of Francis Brabazon. I'm going to sing two songs from Let Us the People Sing, My Girl and the Cradle Song for God. From Stay With God, nobody realizes there's actually music in this epic poem of his. But from Book 5, Part 2, Stanza 8, Someone Invented a Brand New Gadget. And then from The Quest, which is a play that Francis wrote about a seeker who has a vision of a woman and sets out on the quest to find her and finds the beloved, the divine beloved. And then, since that's very similar to my story, I'm going to do a piece from The Quest, two pieces from The Quest, and then a piece from my own life, which I wrote back in February 1970, out of a very similar experience, and then three brief poems. Okay, so here we go. A whole bunch of us got together to do a celebration for Mayor Baba's birthday in 1970. I had just had a kind of hit song, a song I wrote that was really popular with everyone. So I got thrown in with the creative group and I came up with various ideas, and it was kind of Lennon and McCartney. So this was one of my songs, these two. But we had others there who had more preponderance in other songs. So this is called My Girl. It sort of plays on the image of creation, the yin of creation compared to the yang of divine impulse, which shows up in Hinduism as Maya, in Judaism and Christianity and Islam as Eve. So it's not a feminist thing, it really is a metaphysical thing, but I thought it would be really good to set it to a kind of a doo-wop sound. So this is My Girl. I met one who was so beautiful, she promised to love and be dutiful. I gave her my very heart and all, but she was not true to her vow. She met another who was so tall, handsome, proportioned, and rich withal. He looked like a prize horse in a show stall, or in a circus making his bow. My girl. She met another she thought more suitable. If you think I'm jealous, it's regrettable. He danced like a bull calf at the ball that had lost its mother, the red cow. Her name was Maya, the first of all, who came into existence at God's call. Later she was known as Eva the Fall. I wonder where my girl is now. My girl. Maya. And that last little cascade of notes was the contribution of the late, great Charles Milne. Okay. And this next one is called Cradle Song for God. And these were both in that celebration, birthday celebration, as well as some others that I wrote or had a hand in. But this, I like this. It's still very sweet to me. And not that I need the words, but I'm going to open to them anyway. This is the book, Let Us the People Sing, made on paper from handmade paper from Indian pipal trees back in prior to 1970. when I bought it. Okay, Cradle Song for God. And this is about the divine beloved within us, just being born, hardly getting to come into its own for a while until we nurture it. So here it is. Somewhere within the dark are the seeds of singing. Sleep, little Krishna, sleep. We cannot yet endure your song. Somewhere within the waters are the buds of speech. Sleep, little Jesus, sleep. We are not ready yet to hear your word. Somewhere within the pain is our new beginning. Sleep, little man, sleep. We are not prepared yet for our own glory. Okay, this third one, I think it's the only song you're going to find in Francis Brabazon's epic poem, Stay With God, which is a survey of all Eastern and Western culture and art in terms of how well it reflects the primal quest of life, the union with the divine beloved. It's an amazing book, and it is how Francis became my creative mentor. Anyway, this is an atypical stanza from it, kind of about the picture of how we get a little bit lost from our calling these days. Okay. Someone's invented a brand new gadget, or a new form of budget, or a different smelling soap, or a new stereo, or the improved scope of a radio aerial, or the odds of horses, or some social behavior courses, or the other various kinds of unusual belching that keep our feet squelching in veils of mud across heartward and response, and the soul dancing a jig or a rock and roll, nuzzling a carrot that's suspended from the point of a bayonet. Yeah, Francis could be very blunt. Okay. Now, the Quest, as I said, was a play he wrote about a seeker who has an experience of this woman, and he's seeking her. And then he comes to hear of Mayor Baba, and he wants to find him. And someone says to him, well, what is it, this love of God, this love of woman? Is this the same love? Is it a different love? And his response is this. It's the same love as the youth's, or the old man's, or a star's or a bird's. The same love, but for a different object, that's all. All lovers turn towards a beloved. All lovers yearn for proximity and union. The worldly man for that which seems near but is far. The saint for that which seems far but is near. Some are children satisfied with ice cream and a fable. Some long for the wine and the bread from his immaculate table. From his immaculate table. Well, some are children satisfied with ice cream and a fable. Others long for the wine and the bread from his miraculous table. Immaculous. His miraculous table. And then finally he finds this woman. And the chorus asks him, how can you know it's her? And because this was so similar to my experience, actually it was the moment Meher Baba dropped his body, passed away, way before I heard of him, that I had my comparable experience. And a year later I wrote a song that began like this, which I'll play in a moment. But when I read Francis writing in some ways my story, I decided to use that structure of that song to put some of this to music. So at this point, the chorus is asking him, how can you know that she's the one that you were seeking? Because all of my life have I sought her. As a child I lived in the country. I used to go outside at night and weep to the stars. They were reflections of her light. As I grew up, music and poetry began to torture me. That was merely the outward sound of her movement and the outer form of the word of her lips. Then one night in my dreams, a woman came to me and kissed me, and the fire of light ran through my body and limbs. Then another night, a great sage appeared in my dreams and gave me the right direction, which I have tried to follow, although mostly falling and mostly stumbling at every step. And then you found her, they ask. After a long time, at first I did not know it was she. It only gradually became clear to me as the veils of her eyes parted and the light that I had been seeking shone direct from her soul. Outside, dawn is breaking. Perhaps this may be the day when she will come again. Perhaps today or in 100 days or in 100 years, I will wait if necessary through eternity. Perhaps today or in 100 days or in 100 years, I will wait if necessary for eternity. Through eternity. So I came across that play maybe in 1972 or 3, I don't know. That's when I wrote that. But this was my version from early February of 1970, called In This Life. In this life, I need you. In this life, I'm trying to find my way. Walking down a misty road, can't see but I know my way. Stopping at miles, mirages, then I'm on my way. Then I'm lost at a moment's reasoning. Seek and ye shall find. In this life, I need you. In this life, I'm trying to find my way. Holding hands, loving eyes, love that will never die. Someday pulls us apart, shedding blood from bleeding hearts. Your eyes say we'll meet again. The answer's 303. Holding hands, loving eyes, love that will never die. Something there pulls us apart, shedding blood from breaking hearts. Your eyes say we'll meet again. The answer's 303. 303, 303, 303, 303, 303, 303. Well, I usually finish with 3 of my guzzles from my book, 424 Ways to Find Your Lover, the divine lover within, who's always singing to the divine beloved. But I can't read something after all of this, so I have 3 brief poems that I remember, which I'm going to share. The first is called Union. We can find the truth together that we cannot know apart. There's no room for separation in a single loving heart. In a world where truth is union, there can be no better way for my soul to know reality than to join with you today. And here's another almost haiku-ish poem. It's called The Precipice. We walked together to the precipice. Suddenly, you got scared and ran. Taken by surprise, I lost my balance and fell. I don't want to end with a sad poem. So let's go straight to rank pain with maybe a touch of humor. This is called Tenderizer. Your sweet love is like tenderizer to my heart. I never realized there was so much at stake. You know, like S-T-E-A-K. Ouch. Okay, I'm going to go and turn this off, but first I'm going to say hi to whoever is visible on my screen right now. And thanks for being here, all of you who are here now and all of you who are coming later. Thank you.
Good. Will he survive the journey? Gosh, to the phone. Okay. Madeline, hello. Oh, it's so great for you to see you here again. Anfani, thank you. You also. And God willing, I will be back tomorrow with more. And I'm so happy that you've come here today. Bye-bye now.